Hey there, this is Robert St-Jacques, and I'm back to answer another one of your questions. I don't have visibility into what is happening in the company right now, and how could I change that? So there are quite a few ways. So the first suggestion, obviously, is that you talk to your manager and ask them to clarify either your team situation, your departmental situation, what are they aware of, and more importantly, take the next step, right, and say, hey, would you mind if I wrote up these notes of our meeting and shared it with the rest of the team and or the department, right? So while you may feel that you have enough courage to ask your manager for this information, some other folks may be a little bit, afraid or hesitant to do so. And so this is one thing that you can do to take it to the next level. The other piece as well is to talk to some of your colleagues, right? Hey, what are you working on here? I'm working on these things. So you share first and just say, what are you working on? How could we collaborate more together? Maybe in the past, you've worked with people and you're somewhat aware where they're headed. But again, reach out to them, set up a meeting, set up a virtual coffee chat, and have a discussion, right? So you've spoken to your manager, you've spoken to your colleagues. One of the other areas that a lot of people don't look at, but it's a treasure trove of information, is basically your company's information center, whether that be an intranet, Confluence, some sort of document library, whether they use Notion or different types of tools, and start looking at that area. So what I found is you have folks that are able to find information on employee assistance plans, right? And then you can go ahead and share it with colleagues and say, hey, look, hey, I remembered this from our onboarding that we have, these options available to help us through this situation. There may be a situation where, the strategic information is updated. It might be those PowerPoints that you didn't pay attention to because you're in the office and talking to people every day. Those exist as well. So have a look at, those three areas. So one, talk to your manager. Secondly, talk to your colleagues. And three, go digging into your corporate library, so to speak, whatever that may be. And, do your colleagues a favor. If you do find something that's interesting, go ahead and where applicable, and you're not violating, confidentiality or anything, where applicable, go ahead and share it with them, right? Because I'm sure some of your other colleagues are feeling the same way you are.